Tell us about your startup.
Okay.
No, just
Maybe I can tell a little bit about myself, and thanks, Mr. Burak, for inviting us here. I am from Kosovo, another country, not from Turkey, and I've contacted like 3-4 months before with Mr. Burak, informing that we have like an idea like this.
it is finished.
Huh, so great. Sorry.
All right. Go on. Do it.
Okay, right.
Just a second. Okay, start.
Our project name is Idator. We have seen a problem that less than 1% of the people decide for the other 99% of the people. For example, the companies where then want to decide for a new product or for existing service improvements, etc., they have 2 or 3 people asking them, and the other people that are affected just get the product. They don't have their words on this. So we have come up with a solution where we have created a web platform for idea crowdsourcing. And we enable directly the people that will be affected to give the chance to talk about this one. Well, how we do this? For example, let's think about the Turkcell is a big company and they want to put a new product to the market. How they do it? They ask 2 or 3 managers and they put something, etc., and they put to the market. Behind this, we say that, okay, come to Idator, open a campaign with us, and we have a gamification process where users that will be affected, they put their ideas, the other ones invest with virtual money to these ideas, like rate, etc. And so you have a bunch of ideas collected through the crowd from the real people that will be using these ideas. Where can be Idator used? It can be for new products, or it can be used for innovations, for new services, or for improving the current services, or for the market research, etc. And it can be used from the biggest companies like holdings till the educational systems, SMEs, etc. So when you look at this one, the market size is more than $10 billion. We plan to sell this one. Actually, we have started to sell it one in the 3 ways. The campaign-based model where you pay for the campaign, monthly or yearly subscription, and the users per campaign. Till now, we have started our product development and we plan to launch it 15 March, the beta version. We have agreements with a telecom company now with 1 million subscribers, also with an NGO with 5K members, a bank, and also a personal company. Our competitors, you can see them on the left side. Why we think that we are better than this competitor is that we have a special algorithm that enables the users to decide for the best ideas. This is the democratic way of selection of the ideas. And our team, this is the Superman guy that you see. I mean, this is me, Ozal, Memeti, and the other one is John. Thank you, that's all.
How many more slides did you have?
No, I don't have, that's all.
Have you started selling this yet?
Yes.
And who are you selling it to?
It was, as I mentioned, the telecom company in Kosovo where we have come. And we have 3 other users that have agreed. I mean, we have agreed with them just to use to be our first demo users.
So what's your business model? Is this going to be sold to big companies?
Actually, it will be from big companies till the SMEs. I mean, it depends. We have agreements with 50 employees, 50 workers, I mean, company. Also, we have a deal with 400 or 500 people working.
Who's doing the selling right now?
Sorry?
Who is doing the selling?
Me.
So you're doing the selling, okay.
Yeah, because I have a lot of experience, I mean, working with different clients around the world, starting from India to the UK.
As a salesperson?
Not as a salesperson directly, but working with businesses like this.
Okay, so there's 2 big differences between SMEs. The self-service sign-up process is a completely different business from you going and selling to big companies and taking 6 to 12 months. You have to decide which you're going to do at least first, if forever, because it's going to make your business completely different.
Actually, what we are thinking is, for the moment, I started just to find some 1 or 2 companies, and after that I'm thinking, and not thinking, but I'm contacting with marketing companies because they have already customers in hand. So we plan to sell through their channels. I mean, not directly with myself.
So a couple things. Can you go back a couple slides?
Yep.
This is just a heads up because you're still so early, right? So there's a couple things back on this, right? So,
yep.
So my concern, in line with what Vitaly said, is basically you're covering so many different areas,
Okay.
and so for me it's like, okay, great, I need to know sort of what the overall market is, but like I actually want to know, as an investor, just in general, one of the concerns about this pitch is that yes, you have a big market, but I actually want to understand how you're tackling them, because realistically, you're not going to be able to go after like all 10 of these. Your product's going to look very different. Your marketing, your position is going to be completely different. So that's one big concern. So like, if I were you, I would actually focus on one or two of them, and your pitch should be basically like, I'm focusing on these one or two markets which are decent size already, but then we're going to go in vector. Once we kind of fine-tune our product and go out, finish off with these markets, which should be big, we're going to tackle these other ones. Then the other part is the difference of basically going after SMBs and large companies. Sales cycle, completely different things. And so, you know, to be very frank, I would never invest in this company the way it is right now.
Yeah, you're much better off. It's a common mistake to think that you have to pitch something really, really big and that your product is very flexible, when in reality it's just a distraction. It's much better for you to focus in on one market, one type of customer, and really solve their problem than for you to try to be everything to everybody, right? Then you know exactly what they need, you know exactly how to sell to them, you know exactly how much they'll pay for it, right, after the research. But here you're pitching that this can cost anywhere between $10,000 and $10,000 a month, right? And a lot of our questions wouldn't be questions if you basically put up a business model slide and said, we charge X amount per month, per user, etc. It'd be very specific about your business model, or at least a few different ways that you're going to make money, because right away that will answer all our questions as far as how you're going to sell it, who are the potential customers, is it small companies, is it enterprises? So the reason I asked you is if you have sales experience is because a professional salesperson for software will really narrow down and figure out exactly what their repeatable sales process is and not just try to sell to whoever. Otherwise you become a consulting company,
Yep. Okay.
right? So just narrow it actually is the feedback.
And additional to that, both feedbacks, the market size is not right. You want, I mean, a huge market, but 10 million with your ideator, it is not right size of the market. Probably it is less than 10 billion. Okay. But you have to calculate it more accurately.
Actually,
Because, I mean, every investor should understand that this market is not huge like it's here. And all your credibility goes down with this slide.
okay. I understand. If you have any other questions? No? Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, just to add one thing to the market size, you want to talk about your total addressable market, right? Total addressable market is based on your business model. If you had 100% of the customers, potential customers, your customers, how much would you make every year? So if you make $100 a year per customer, and there are 1 million customers out there, that means your total addressable market is $100 million, right? It's not everything that digital marketing and product development, like all these things, you can't own those categories, right?
Okay.
So think about that.
Yeah, this is one of those slides that actually raises more bad questions and actually, you know, sort of, you sometimes want to raise some questions, but just this slide doesn't help you at all.
Okay, great. I will fix it. Thank you
Yes,
very
please
much.
do. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you very much.